Welcome to the Steve Ames Show with guitarist Sandy Renda, pianist Mike Yanuzzi, and my special guests, singer Richard Curtis and clarinetist Leon Epstein. And now, on with the show. Fascinating rhythm, you've got me on the go. Fascinating rhythm, I'm all a-quiver. What a mess you're making, the neighbors want to know why I'm always shaking just like a flivver. Each morning I get up with the sun, start a hopping, never stopping, to find at night no work has been done. I know that once it didn't matter, but now you're doing wrong. When you start the patter, I'm so unhappy. Won't you take a day off, decide to run along somewhere far away off and make it snappy? Oh, how I long to be the man I used to be. Fascinating rhythm, oh, won't you stop picking on me? Written by George and Ira Gershwin. And now here are the two fascinating musicians. At the guitar, Sandy Renda. And at the keyboard, Mike Yanuzzi. We're opening our show tonight with songs written by George and Ira Gershwin in honor of George Gershwin's birthday. George Gershwin was born September 26, 1898 in New York City. George, the great composer of songs, Ira, the great lyricist of songs. And now here's one of my favorite Gershwin ballads from the Broadway show Strike Up the Band. Day and night time, hear me sigh. I never had the least notion that I could fall with so much emotion. Could you care for a cunning cottage that we could share? The world will pardon my much, 'cause I've got a crush, my baby, on you. I got a crush on you, sweetie pie, all the day and night time, hear me sigh. I never had the least notion that I could fall with so much emotion. Could you care for a cunning cottage that we could share? The world will pardon my much, 'cause I've got a crush, my baby, on you. Sandy and Mike, thank you for being here. And thank you for helping me celebrate the music of George and Ira Gershwin with those beautiful songs, Fascinating Rhythm and I've Got a Crush on You. And Mike, I understand that you are presently working on a Gershwin show. Tell us about it.
We actually just finished up. I was the musical director for a show out in Sussex County, actually in the town of Sussex. We did Crazy for You, which is a George Gershwin musical. Songs that were pulled from all different shows that he had done and movies that was put together in the early 90s on Broadway. And it was a great success.
What are some of the songs in that show?
Oh, Embraceable You, I've Got Rhythm, Nice Work If You Can Get It, some real classic standard Gershwin stuff.
Very interesting. And you played in the show, too, besides being musical director.
Yes, I actually was in the show. They needed an extra voice, so there I was. And I also had a tap dance during the show, which I tried to stay in the back as much as possible, yes.
How big was the chorus?
About 30 people.
That's a big chorus.
Yeah, it was.
And tell us about this theater. I understand it's a very old theater. What's it called?
The Crescent Theater in Sussex was originally built as a vaudeville house, and they had apparently some pretty big acts play there back in the day of vaudeville. And over the years, it was turned into a movie theater. The town actually owned the building for a while, and it was a kind of a building where they weren't doing anything with. And friends of mine that I've been doing theater with for over 20 years.
What's the name of the theater group?
Cornerstone Players.
Cornerstone Players. Do they have a website?
Yes, it's Cornerstone. It's www.cornerstoneplayers.org.
One more time.
www.cornerstoneplayers.org.
Very nice.
And there's information about their upcoming shows there. They do a full schedule now, and they finally matched up with. They finally found a home. They finally found a home. They're doing real well with the theater. I've been working there occasionally, and it's been going great.
That's wonderful, and I'm glad they picked a Gershwin
Yes.
show to do. And Sandy, you've been busy too.
Yes, we were at a restaurant Caldwell. Beautiful little place. Well, it's not a little place. It's a beautiful, big place. The third or fourth time there with Mike, our bass player Craig Williams, and our drummer Bobby DeFresson, under the name of 2+2 Quartet, which is our smaller version of Sandy and the Wanderers. Real nice. The food is great there. The people receive us very well. We get a nice turnout, and they really enjoyed it. And the thing I like about it especially is that we're able to do a nice cross-section of music. Get a chance to rock out a little bit, but not as much. We do Sinatra stuff, some jazzy things, a lot of pretty things. Mike
Italian
and I share
things.
vocals.
Italian songs too,
few
right? Because I know
Italian
you
songs.
sing.
Because all you
yeah.
can do is
Sometimes.
smell the bread.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Italian food for
When that
Italian
food comes
songs.
out, man, I won't
Oh,
leave the
man.
stage.
Ah, very good.
It turned out really nice, and we'll probably be back sometime maybe in November. We're not sure.
Oh, that's
or maybe
nice.
March, rather, whatever.
That's very, very nice. I'm glad to hear that. Now, tonight you picked a song which was a big hit for Rosemary Clooney.
The Beautiful,
believe.
Tenderly.
Very nice. Very nice. So let's hear it for Sandy and Mike and Tenderly.
across the trees tenderly. The trembling trees embrace the breeze tenderly. Then you and I came wandering by and lost in a sigh were we. The shore was kissed by sea and mist tenderly. I can't forget two hearts that met breathlessly. Your arms open wide and closed me inside. You took my lips, you took my love so tenderly.
My guest this evening is an old friend. He's been making his annual appearances on my show since 1991 with his tributes to Al Jolson. Tonight, he's going to sing the songs of Irving Berlin. Please welcome Richard Curtis.
All by myself in the morning, all by myself in the night, all by myself with a table and a chair, so unhappy there, playing solitaire. I get lonely watching the clock on the shelf. I love to rest my weary head on somebody's shoulder. I don't want to grow older all by myself. All by myself. In the morning, all by myself. In the night, all by myself. With a table and a chair, so unhappy there, playing solitaire. All by myself, I get lonely watching the clock on the shelf. I love to rest my weary head on somebody's shoulder. I don't want to grow older all by myself.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you. Thank you, my good friend Richard
My
Curtis.
pleasure to be here today, Steve. It's
It's
a
a
pleasure to be
to
here.
have you here, and I really enjoyed hearing you sing that song all by myself,
Yeah.
written by Irving Berlin.
That's right.
That's one of
right.
his great songs. You know, Al Jolson and Irving Berlin were very good friends.
I understand.
You know that,
Yeah,
and-
I understand.
Berlin wrote a song called "Let Me Sing and I'm Happy" for Jolson.
yeah.
Remember that? Yes.
Yeah, I remember that song.
Absolutely. Now, you've been coming on my shows now since 1991.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? 21 years you've been coming on my show.
I was a machinist for 35 years, too.
Oh, that's right. You were a machinist before that. That's right.
Well, it's on cable. You see my whole stories on
Tell
cable.
everybody about your show. Richard has a show on Oakland Cable. Tell the folks about
Oakland
your show.
Cable presents me on Monday and Friday. First on Monday, I'm from 6 to 7 p.m. on Monday, 6 to 7, 1 hour of songs. And on Friday, I think it's going to be on there, but I'm not sure. But it's from 4 to 5 on Friday.
Oakland Cable Vision.
Oakland Cable Visions. The channels are 76 and 77.
And that's in the Bergen County area.
Right, absolutely. Right.
Right. And you also have a website that you want to
No,
give
no,
out.
I don't have no. Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
you do have a website. I'll give it out for you. It's called richcurtis.com. Rich Curtis sings Jolson.
Right.
That's right. It's called www.richcurtissingsjolson.com. And it was set up by the same man who designed my website, Bill Morades, who does a very, very good job.
That's right.
Now, Richard, tell me how you first discovered Al Jolson to be your idol, how you first heard him.
I saw Jolson at the Capitol Theater in Passaic, New Jersey, going back in 1950, when Jolson passed away. But Larry Parks did Jolson's story, and that was the only time I saw. I loved his songs, and I used to work as a machinist, but I was doing that too in school when I got a little older. But anyway, that's the way I felt. He was my icon.
So you saw the movie Jolson Sings
Story,
Again,
yeah.
and the Jolson Story.
Right.
But you never saw Al Jolson in person.
No, he passed away in
He had-
1950.
1950, that's right. But you were a big fan of his. You
Yeah.
still are a big fan of his.
He was born in 1886 and passed away in 1950. He
And
was
you collect
65
his
years
records,
old.
right? You collect his records.
Yeah, that's true.
Wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Richard, I want to thank you for coming on the show
my
and singing
pleasure, Steve.
Irving Berlin songs. Let's
My
hear it for
pleasure.
Richard Curtis.
Thank you.
Last month, we taped our show outdoors at the Park Place Pool in Springfield, New Jersey. My neighbor Leon Epstein stopped by. Leon is a very talented clarinetist and also the leader of the L'Chaim Klezmer Band. So right now, here is Leon playing by Mir Bistushane, accompanied by Sandy and Mike. Now, a birthday tribute to that great entertainer from France who became a big star in the United States and all over the world, the one and only Maurice Chevalier. Maurice Chevalier was born September 12, 1888 in Paris, France. Maurice came to the United States in 1929 and signed a motion picture contract with Paramount Pictures. His first Paramount film was Innocents of Paris. And here's the big hit from that film, written by Richard Whiting and Leo Robin.
Every little breeze seems to whisper Louise. The birds in the trees seem to twitter Louise. Each little sigh tells me that I adore you, adore you. Every little beat that I feel in my heart seems to repeat what I felt from the start. Can it be true? Someone like you could love me, Louise. Just to see and hear you is joy I never knew. But to be so near you thrills me through and through. Anyone can see why I wanted your kiss. It had to be, but their wonder is this. Can it be true? Someone like you could love me, Louise. Every little breeze seems to whisper Louise. The birds in the trees seem to twitter Louise. Each little sigh tells me that I adore you, adore you. Every little beat that I feel in my heart seems to repeat what I felt from the start. Can it be true? Someone like you could love me, Louise. Just to see and hear you is joy I never knew. But to be so near you thrills me through and through. Anyone can see why I wanted your kiss. It had to be, but the wonder is this. Can it be true? Someone like you could love me, Louise.
Well, that's our show for tonight. Memories of Maurice Chevalier, Irving Berlin, and George and Ira Gershwin. Let's hear it for the two mighty musicians, Sandy Renda, Mike Yanuzzi, and our special guests, Richard Curtis and Leon Epstein, via videotape. And last but not least, our producer-director behind the camera, Jerry Schoenthal. Until we meet again, ladies and gentlemen, we close off tonight's show with Thanks a Million. Thanks a million thanks to you for everything that love could bring. You brought me. For every love word you happen to say is hidden away in memory's bouquet. And so I'm saying thanks a million, for I remember too the happiness that your caresses taught me. You made a million dreams come true, and so I'm saying thanks a million to you. Good night.